Welcome to Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news, trends, and insights from Littlefield Agency. Grab your coffee, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Welcome back to another edition of Little Talks with Littlefield Agency. I'm Sam, and my co-host is on something this morning. He slept great.
Yeah, and slept good night's sleep. That's why.
By the way,
oh my God. Hey, toss the Garth Brooks trivia at the end after we sign off as like a little bonus for everybody.
Okay.
We got Garth Brooks trivia coming towards you. Here's the thing. We have to talk really fast because Roop has literally been talking for the last 10 minutes, and it turns out we were actually recording.
Garth Brooks.
And we only have 30 minutes of recording time, so we have now 15 minutes, and we got to cram in a digital trend.
We're going to get it done.
So we're going to get it done. We are going to start off on a little bit of a somber note, but it's an important note. We were very fortunate to know and to work with her over the years, but we had a longtime client, a friend of the agency, Ruth Ann Stuckey. She passed away on Friday evening. And so we want to take 15 seconds and just give Ruth Ann a moment of silence, and then I'm going to read a quick spiel here via her obituary. So, Roop, let's give it a few seconds. This obituary is beautiful. Ruth Ann's, they are up in Moundridge, Kansas. I'm just going to read. It's like I said, beautifully written. I'm just going to read one quick spiel here. Ruth Ann graduated from Moundridge High School in 1967 and attended Wichita State University for 1 year before returning home to begin her career with her family at Moe Ridge Manufacturing. She quickly learned the ropes in the industry, proving herself to be a force to be reckoned with, a woman whose natural business acumen, determination, and steady confidence earned deep respect. And that is so perfectly stated. You've known Ruth Ann over the years.
She always quietly commanded the room.
Oh my gosh.
But with a humor that I appreciate.
Oh, she brought such a spunkiness and sassiness. What did she love about you?
My shoes.
She loved your shoes. Every time Roop was up in Moundridge, she would always say something, and not in like a bad way. Like she was just like, man, those are great shoes.
Yeah, she pumped me up.
You got a lot of Nikes.
Yeah,
she was a fan of the Nikes. So anyway, our thoughts, and I've got prayers coming their way to the Guyer and to the Stuckey family. We lost a great one. She's a wonderful person. Just such great energy. Like you said, there's that. Quiet nature to her, but God, she was funny. I love it. I went on a prayerful run the other day, and I'm praying that she's up above, enjoying the wonderful family that's here on earth. So we don't have any announcements besides that. We're thinking of everyone. The service is next week, and we got a group of us that will be going up to McPherson and celebrating her wonderful life. 76 years. She actually turned 77 years old this Wednesday.
Oh wow!
So happy heavenly birthday, Ruth Ann, coming up. We are, let's go right into the topic here, Claude. It's a fun one. It's a different one.
Yeah.
And it's a good one. So let's talk about this. We're calling this David versus Goliath.
Not David Littlefield. When you told me about this, I thought, this is about David Littlefield, but not David Littlefield.
How much time do we have, just so we're really conscious?
You're at like 10 minutes.
Okay, we got 10 minutes. Perfect. So this is not David Littlefield. This is David versus Goliath. You're talking to a Catholic man over here. And here's the thing. This is not about small agencies versus large agencies in the sense of large agencies are better, small agencies are not better.
Yeah.
It is, it's about fit.
Yeah.
And we're participating in quite a few RFPs right now as we have conversations with people. We have lost business and we have won business. There were 2 accounts last year. Hey, you guys were an awesome agency. Love everything about you. Love the fit. Love the vibe. We went with this other agency because they have 20 more people on staff.
As if all 20 of those people will be working in business.
And we're absolutely just hit the nail on the head. We're going to come back to that. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. And again, we've won business of, hey, you know what? There's a larger agency, and we like the I don't consider ourselves a small agency. We're 25 people here at Littlefield Agency.
You don't like boutique either.
I don't love boutique.
Yeah.
And I remember back in my global days, I used to work for a 2,000 person global shop. It was a hell of a time. It was great clients, great people. But a lot of times we're a global agency with a boutique fit. And I was like, BS, dude. We're a global agency. Just own it. But we're as we grow here at the agency, we're going towards that more mid-market size. Is where I have some aspirations to go. But we're going to walk you through a couple of things now in probably our 8.5 minutes. We're going to speed through this. But here's the thing. There are great smaller mid-market agencies. There are great larger agencies. You, Mr. or Mrs. prospective client or client, it is what does your gut tell you? Who is the right fit in your team and your partner? And the big thing that we sell here at the agency, besides the wonderful services and talents that we bring to the table, is Roop. Do you touch every client here at the agency?
No.
Nope.
No.
But when you do, you're very involved.
Yeah, it's for a specific reason, and they need to pull me in, right?
Roop's been here for almost 15 years. He's a senior leader of the agency. We've got senior people touching your account. We have amazing people that are not senior yet. They will be there one day, but they've been here for anywhere from 2 years to 10 years.
Yeah, they're getting seniored.
They're getting seniored, and you've got tenured people that know this space that we're in the B2B manufacturing space. Clients get a direct line to agency leadership. It's wonderful. But here's the thing, clients, you need people that understand your business. And when you have senior level people, by the way, I think about a reporting meeting or a monthly touch base with a client. Who's in that room? Mike Rocker, our creative director. You as our organic director.
Chris Kaiser usually
is our director of media analytics. Brock, who's our director of strategy. Myself, I pop into either every other month or quarterly meetings for big, what we call QBRs.
If we brought HR in, it'd be the L10. Leadership meetings.
Can't bring HR in, man.
Yeah, it's best we don't.
We call those QBRs quarterly business reviews. So talk about the talent myth here.
Yeah, there's this concept that the larger you are, the greater your talent is, and that is not true.
No.
Talent works at a lot of different places. In fact, I would argue people that are more seasoned in this industry that we're in tend to want to be in a smaller agency and where they can have a bigger impact.
Yes.
And really have that more direct day-to-day touch point with the client.
Totally.
I think when you're in a bigger environment, you lose a little bit of that. There's a little bit of an anonymity that you can hide behind or that you kind of fall into. And that's just not true here.
And I will make a bold statement. 10 years ago, I absolutely think bigger agencies were better than smaller agencies.
Yeah, well,
for the most part.
Yeah, in terms of like resources and not necessarily resources as people, but like maybe access to funds,
technology funds.
Technology.
And seriously, I remember we lost many pitches 10 years ago. Oh, you don't have access to certain research tools, et cetera. Well, everything that we have access to now is so much more cost effective. We're building a lot of stuff through AI. I mean, and let's just be honest, right? Let's call a spade a spade. AI has just made us so much more lean.
It's an equalizer.
It's an equalizer. You and I have brought it up all the time. You especially.
Yeah. On this
we can
podcast.
be as a 25-person agency. We can operate as 50 to 75 people, and that is true. And as you guys are listening to this, I think I would hope that you would agree with us. And again, it's not for the sake of just doing work faster. It's still great quality work. We have to move the needle for you and your business. So whether you're an RFP, whether you're talking to other agencies. One thing is, and when we get this question, we rephrase it. Clients say, how big is your agency? And I'll stop and say, hey, okay, I know exactly where you're going, Mr. or Mrs. Client. Because to your point
is this
earlier,
why I say size doesn't matter?
Size does not matter in agency world. And what we tell our prospective clients, the one that we got second place last year, I said, hey, his name was Adam. I said, Adam, I understand from like a mental like reassurance. Oh, I've got you're going with a 60-person agency versus our 25-person shop. And I was like, 60 people aren't working on your account. The 12 people assigned to your account, we're assigning 12 people to our account that are going to touch your business and that are going to drive your business. He was like, oh, it's kind of more of a peace of mind thing. It's like, no, dude, like there is no difference. And by the way, a very important thing, we are very selective on the clients we work with.
Yeah.
We do not take on anything. If we did, we would have a bandwidth issue, or if we took on anything, we would actually have to scale because we'd have more revenue and more people to service accounts. So we're very selective on who we work with.
One of the things I've always kind of understood to be true also at a bigger agency is that they've got A, B, and C teams. And the concept that you've got the whole agency working on it is not true. In fact, you might have the C team working. There are no C or B teams here. Nope. We don't have room for it.
By the way, we've had C and B teams in the past, and they no longer work here. We truly have the A team. And if someone's like, oh, why your agency? I don't say we have the A team. I actually just really try to flip the question on the client, because you, as the prospective client, should have a gut feeling on us. Yeah. Are we a good partner for you? Are we a good fit for you on how to drive your business? And if we're not, we want to make sure you're in the right place. How are we doing on time? Perfect.
She says thumbs up.
So, prospective clients, here are questions that you should ask instead of how big is your agency? Who's going to work on my account? What kind of experience and relevant experience do they have? How quickly can you adapt when priorities change?
That's a big one.
How are you measuring success? And how accessible is your leadership team? Because guess what? I, as Sam Littlefield, president and CEO of the agency, you as a senior leader on the executive team, we don't go and pitch and say, all right, won the business, see you later. Here's this team.
Yeah.
We're here. We're around. You're going to see our faces. You're going to be very involved with our team. And Roop, you had one closing thought that I really liked as we kind of wrap this, and I've got one line as well. So you first, please, amigo.
Yeah, you made me think a lot about this Old Testament tale when I found out it wasn't David Littlefield.
My religious friend. Okay.
I went to seminary.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm learned.
Pray for me.
I don't know if I'm qualified to do that. So the concept of David beating Goliath, it wasn't because he didn't beat him by becoming bigger. David didn't grow in size to equal Goliath. He won by being faster, more focused, and using just a different approach. And that I love that. That kind of aligns, I think, with the topic today, right?
Yeah, no, I absolutely love that. And here's my closing thought. Big agencies at one time had more resources. Smaller agencies have fewer excuses.
Yeah, that's
we're here
really
to drive business. We're here to collaborate with your team, and we're here to do great work with great clients who appreciate a great agency. And that's what we stand for, is a quote unquote David of the industry.
I wish I'd thought that line up.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I wish I'd thought one up.
Wow, what an honor. Okay, You know what? On that note, I just have to stop talking. Anything else you want to say?
No, you've nailed it there.
Claude, how many minutes?
You can go for another however long. I was just being strict.
Oh, wow.
Look what she did to us.
Look at that. That's so good. You know what? You made us be concise and focused, and I think that's a good thing.
Probably good. And now you've got time for the Garth Brooks trivia.
So is your thinking through? I forgot about Garth Brooks trivia. Okay, all right, we'll get there. As you're exploring agency partnerships, I've always been a gut person, and you've got that feeling. They've got the expertise, no matter what their size, whether they're 100 people or whether they're 25 people. And having those conversations too, I have a great friend where they had a really nice chunk of a piece of business, and the client just fell further and further in love with their agency over the years. And they said, hey, we actually want to allocate millions more in business to you all. And we're going to do that over the next 6 months and staff up accordingly. That's also a great conversation to have. Never a bad way to go about it. Before we get into Garth Brooks trivia, next week, you are in Boulder, Colorado.
I am.
Safe travels, my friend.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
that non-humid mountain air. I've got a very good friend and a wonderful media partner, Ben Bring from Sabio, or Sabio, however you want to pronounce it. Really excited to have Ben. We're going to be bringing him on virtually. He's a wonderful guy. I've known Ben for 2 years, so really excited, Ben Bring, to have you from Sabio Connect. And Roop, please round us out with a quick Garth Brooks trivia.
I mean, I hope she just plays what she was recording at the beginning. But my favorite thing about Garth Brooks is this alter ego, Chris Gaines.
Worth the Google search.
It is endlessly fascinating to me. The look, the music, everything about it. So if you are a Chris out there and you're a Chris Gaines fan, but not a Garth Brooks fan, I would love to hear from you. How do you operate daily? What happened that you love that, but not the good stuff? And I'm not a country music fan either, but even I acknowledge Garth was.
And look at us being good marketers, circling back, full circle, back to the original Garth Brooks. Roop, we wish you safe travels to Colorado next week. Colorado. Claude. I hope you feel better. Claude's feeling a little under the weather today, but she is here with us because she believes in the podcast, and we're so thankful for her. So she's going to rest. She's a good soldier. And to our listeners, thank you so much. Whether you're with a David, whether you're with a Goliath, go with your gut. Be with a good agency partner that drives your business. And we will catch you all next week. Thank you very much.
Adios.
All right, bye-bye.
And that's a wrap. We hope you found a spark of inspiration for your marketing strategy. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us at Littlefield Agency to keep the conversation going. Catch you next time.
Fun fact about Garth. Did you know he's been up here to this floor?
I know he has.
Jason, give him a chair.
Dave Littlefield had his cell phone number for a long time.
The chair that he sit in when your dad was getting rid of all these chairs at some point, I don't know how Jason kept an eye or knew this was the one, but he took the Garth Brooks chair. I think that's the story. Here's what I don't know about Garth. And I would love to see him, and know because I kind of agree with what he's doing, but it's also dumb. Are you recording?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's not on streaming services.
Garth isn't?
Garth is infamously not on streaming. He has his own streaming service that you pay for with just his catalog.
You can't find Garth Brooks on Spotify?
You cannot.
Or Apple Music.
Anywhere.
You know, Jay-Z was like that for a while, too.
Yeah, Tidal. It didn't last, though.
No.
Because Jay-Z made $1 billion.
But Jay-Z got other artists as part of that platform. He wasn't just him. This is literally just, as far as I understand, just fucking Garth, and that's it. And so you got to pay him a subscription to listen to his music streaming. I'd like to know if it's working out. It must be because he keeps doing it.
Wait. I just found him on Spotify.
Is it really him? What about Chris Gaines?
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I listened to Garth.
You guys know who Chris Gaines is?
I do know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, he's got his own service, and like I never could find him. This is new if he's on streaming now. Good for him. Good for all of us.
Chris Gaines is,
You know who Chris Gaines is?
I don't see him on Spotify.
Do you know Chris Gaines, Sam?
I know the name. I do not know of him, though.
Chris Gaines is the rock and roll emo alter ego of Garth Brooks when he released an album and hosted Saturday Night Live as Garth Brooks with the musical guest Chris Gaines. It's him. It was like the Beatles and Sgt. Pepper. It's the fucking dumb. Look at the photo. That's it.
Literally Garth Brooks, but he looks.
But look, he's got like a little soul patch and hair. It's the funniest thing.
The same Garth Brooks soul patch.
That's the second thing I want to talk to him about is when's Chris Gaines back, because it was a flop. That guy was making hit after hit after hit as a country singer, and they did Chris Gaines, and it's terrible. What were you thinking? What was happening?
That is great.
There was going to be a movie. He was going to do a movie about the life of Chris Gaines that was supposed to come out as part of this whole deal, and it was such a flop they got rid of it.
Kind of love it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I have a lot of Garth Brooks history. I'm not a country music fan.
That's so insane because I would never expect that from you.
Yeah.
Wow.